Well, I'm going to try something new today. I haven't done this before, so this is in real time. Whether it works out or not, I don't know. I buy chain like this for my necklaces and bits and pieces, and then I make them up into chains. Really easy and much more cost effective. But I've also got quite a lot of old chains that have not been used for many, many years for different things. And I've also got a bit of cord, and I'm going to try and make some jewellery directly onto these chains. I'm also going to be using some of these. I've got lots of these little charms, and I'm going to try and attach some of these directly into it. The smaller ones, again, these are virtually nothing to buy. So you've got the little fee and things like that. Now, I don't want those loops. Can you see there's a loop there? Because that's what you would normally put your cord through. I don't want them there. So all I'm going to do with those is take my little jewellery pliers and trim those loops off so they're gone. Really easy to do, and I'm going to work through a few of them that I like and do that, and so they're nice and ready. A quick tip as well, this is really important. Over Christmas, I didn't clean this out, and this resin stayed in here. This is epoxy resin, stayed in this little jug for probably a week and a half. Hadn't realised I'd left it in there. This is why you should never leave your resin in your silicone jugs, because it will suck all the moisture out of them and kind of ruin them as well. Now, in a silicone jug, it's not too bad. You can still use that because none of the bit's going to come off. But if that's one of your prize moulds, then you're really going to be quite upset. So my advice is always clean it out before it cures with a wipe or something, or let it cure and then clean it out straight away. It's much easier to do it before it's cured. Just a little extra tip there. Now I'm going to be working directly on my silicone mat, and what I'm using is my silicone mat that comes with my kit, and I've turned it over because this side is the shiny side. I want to see if I can get a shiny finish to it. And all I'm going to do, spread out my chains on cord like this, and then get ready to do my pour. Now, I'm going to be using UV resin for this because I know it's going to cure really well. I'm also going to be using the high viscosity one because I want it to have like a thicker finish to it. Let's get my gloves and masks on. So I'm going to start with one of the shorter silver chains that I've got here. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more on this. You won't see the ends of the chain, but you will see the middle of it. So what I'm going to do first is, for this one, I've got all my little bits that I really like. My mat could be cleaner, I have to say. I should have given it a bit of a clean first. So it might pick up some bits. Who knows? And these are the ones that I've decided I think I'm going to use, because I think they're really pretty. Got those roughly evenly spaced. I could measure them, but I'm not going to. I know where I want to put them. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is, with my thicker, and that's the high viscosity UV resin, I'm going to pour onto that chain, directly onto it. I'm not curing these up as I go because I want them to kind of find their even spacing. And if there's any bubbles that I've squeezed into it as well, what that'll do is that'll help release that. I could have done this with a glitter colour, one of the glitter UV resins, which I will be using in some of the chains coming up. That needs a bit more on there. That needs a bit more there. And they're going to spread out a little bit, but nowhere near as much as they would spread out if I was using a lower viscosity resin. And now what I'm going to do is cure these up. I'll just make sure I don't dip that into the resin. And I'm going to put that on for 1 minute to start with. I don't need it to be any more cured than that at the moment. So they both had their 1 minute, those little timers. And that should have got that quite firm. It won't be fully cured, but it'll be quite firm. And now what I'm going to do is put a blob in the middle of each one of these. I'm kind of doming it up a little bit. If you've done anything like this before, or you think this is going to work, or you don't think it's going to work, then stop the video now and let me know in the comments. I'd love to know what your thoughts are on this. So that's all cured now. I cured that for 3 minutes. What I'm going to do now is put my last blob of resin on each one. Pick up my little charm and then pop it into that resin like that. And then I'm going to pop my resin over the top of that charm as well. And then cure that up for 1 minute. And that's cured up for 1 minute, and now I'm going to go along and do all the other ones exactly the same way. Could do with a better pair of tweezers, really. And then once I've finished those, I can move on to the next experiment that I'm going to do. A big thank you to everyone that got me a coffee last month. I really do appreciate your tips and your support and all the lovely messages you give me when you send me a coffee. If you'd like to buy me a coffee, the link's in the description below and you'll get your name on my coffee board. Also, a big thank you to all my members. I hope you've enjoyed the membership, loving it, and there's so much going on in there at the moment as well. If you'd like to become a member, you can push the join button, or you can use the link in the description. So this one I'm going to try using the glitter UV resin. I don't want too many dots on this, but what I'm going to do is put a dot like that. And this again is lovely and thick, so it should stay where you put it. I'm going to do one dot like that. Then I'm going to do a different color. And this one is the non-glitter one. This is just the coloured UV resin. And again, this is nice and thick. And then alternate them between the two. I'm not sure if this one is going to work out. Maybe the coloured UV resin is not the best resin to put down as the base one. This glitter one definitely is. So let's cure that up and we'll see. I'm going to cure that up for 3 minutes. So that one's done. And this time what I'm going to do is with the glitter UV resin, I'm going to do the same colours, green and silver, and see if that is any different. See which one works best. I love this with resin. It's so easy to use and you get such great results from it, and you wouldn't think it would cure up as well as it cures up and how hard it cures up considering how much glitter and that it's got in it. I think we'll go 1, 2, 3. I think we'll do another one here and put the silver ones in between. Make sure that they're the right, all the similar sizes, let's say. Right, I'm going to cure the green ones up for 1 minute. And then I'm going to put the silver ones in and cure those ones up as well. I've decided what I'm also going to do is add a bit of colour on top of these ones. And again, I'm going to be using the glitter UV resin for this. All I'm going to do is just put a little ball on there like that of red. And on these ones, I'm going to use the black. And then cure them up. And then for this last one, I'm going to be using the blue. I love this blue. It is beautiful. And then I'm going to put some charms on this one as well. Cure that up. And then I'll put the charms on with clear UV resin. In the same way I did for those ones. So this time, all I'm going to do is put a little dot on there like that. And then place the charm in there. And then cure it up. I'm not going to cover it with resin because it kind of went a bit woggly on these ones. But as it's an experiment, we can live with that. And I'm going to let each one cure up for about a minute. And then what I shall do is pop over a tiny bit more resin on top of it. Once they're in place, then cure them up for 3 minutes. So these are all done now and nice and cured. Let's take my gloves off. As I said, I have no idea if this is going to work or not. So first thing I'm going to do is this one. Now this one is the one that I'm least happy with. What I'm going to do is pull that one up and turn it over like so. So then I can give it a quick cure from the back. And again, this one has done the same. So that has come up nice and easy. And then I can give that one a quick cure from the back. Oh, they've all come up, which is great. Pop that one there. And now I can give them all a quick cure from the back for 3 minutes just to make sure they're fully cured all the way through. Well, these are all nice and cured now. And let's see what they're like. Look at all my dog hairs all over my shirt. It's because I was giving my dog a cuddle earlier before I come in here. I think that one's come out really pretty. I do like that one. And they're going to be on there permanently now as well. They're not going to come off this chain. And this is the choker where I used the blue resin and then the charms over the top. And that's come out really pretty as well. I like that. Not so keen on the clear one. I don't think the clear one came out that well. And that's what that one looks like. I mean, it's got nice shapes, but they're all odd shapes. And this is the one with just the glitter UV resin. And I think that one's come out really pretty as well. Nice and simple, but actually it is quite effective. And you could dome these up from the other side as well, if you wished, so that if they flip over, it doesn't matter. I love this. It came up much better than I thought. Worked really well on the silicone mat. Hope you've enjoyed it. It's just another bit of fun and a little experiment. Boot that like button, hit that subscribe button, but most of all, enjoy your resin. Take care. Bye.